Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jonathan Coates, and in today's quick AI training, I'm going to be talking about some LLM tools that you can use. And this is from the same guy, Learn Prompting. Now, MRKL systems, modular reasoning, knowledge, and language pronounced miracle, are a neural symbolic architecture that combine LLMs, neural computation, and external tools like calculators, symbolic computation, to solve complex problems. An MRKL miracle system is composed of a set of modules, for example, calculator, weather API, database, etc., and a router that decides how to route incoming natural language queries to the appropriate module. A simple example of a miracle system is an LLM that can use a calculator app. This is a single module system where the LLM is the router, and when asked, what is 100 times 100, the LLM can choose to extract the numbers from the prompt and then tell the miracle system to use a calculator app to compute the results. So this might look like the following. You say, what is 100? And they'll put calculator 100 times 100. The miracle system would see the word calculator and plug 100 times. So this would be the prompt right here. What is 100 times 100? And you put calculator. And the miracle system would see the word calculator and plug 100 times 100 into the calculator app. This simple idea can easily be expanded to various symbolic computing tools. So consider the following additional examples of application. A chatbot that is able to respond to questions about a financial database by extracting information to form a SQL query from a user's text. What is the price of Apple stock right now? The current price is database, select price from stock where company equal Apple and time equal now. A chatbot that is able to respond to questions about the weather by extracting information from the prompt and using a weather API to retrieve information, it'll look like this. What is the weather is weather API and then in brackets New York, or even much more complex tasks that depend on multiple data sources such as the following. Which green energy companies had the largest increase in share price in the last month? So let me go ahead and zoom in real quick. The language model takes these words, green energy companies, largest increase in share price, the last month. So it uses these tools here, calendar for the month. It takes this block right here that sentence, largest increase in share price. It uses this as a resource, these tools right here, and then green energy companies, it gets that information from these sources, these tools right here. Wind energy and Tenergy grew the most over the past month by over 12%. And this all happens in a few seconds, give or take. So an example, I have reproduced an example miracle system from the original paper using Dust. And I have this in the description right here. The system reads a math problem. For example, you have this equation right here, which extracts the numbers and the operation and reformats them for a calculator app. So then it'll turn out looking like this. It then sends the reformatted equation to Google's calculator app and returns the result. Note that the original paper performs prompt tuning on the router, the LLM, but I do not in this example. So let's walk through how this works. First, I made a simple data set in the Dust Datasets tab. As you can see right here, you click on Datasets. And then I switched to the specification tab and loaded the datasets using the input block. So as you can see here, let's use Google's calculator to solve some math problems. Translate this math problem into a format easily usable by Google's calculator. Then I made a code block which runs some simple JavaScript code to remove spaces from the completion. And this is that code block right here. So the completed answer will have all of the spaces removed. Finally, I made a search block that sends the reformatted equation to Google's calculator. So he goes that entire process. So he sets up that entire process, which is very well thought out. And below, we can see the final results, which are all correct. But I want to share this with you, though, because it demonstrates an alternative way for you to use LLMs and also LLMs that reason and act. This is going to be in my next video here. It's not really that long. So ReasonAct is a paradigm for enabling language models to solve complex tasks using natural language reasoning. React is designed for tasks in which the LLM is allowed to perform certain actions. For example, as in a miracle system, LLM may be able to interact with external APIs to retrieve information. When asked a question, the LLM could choose to perform an action to retrieve information and then answer the question based on the retrieved information. React systems can be thought of as miracle systems with the added ability to reason about the actions they can perform. So examining the following image here, the question in the top box is sourced from Hotpot QA, a question answering data set that requires complex reasoning. React is able to answer the question by first reasoning about the question, thought 1, and then performing an action at 1 to send a query to Google. It then receives an observation, obs 1, and continues with this thought action observation loop until it reaches a conclusion, Act 3. So as you can see, you got Thought 2, Act 2, Observation 2, Thought 3, and then Act 3. And it started off with Thought 1, all coming from this question right here that he has. 7 Brief Lessons on Physics was written by an Italian physicist that worked in France since what year? Readers with knowledge of reinforcement learning may recognize this process as similar to the classic RL loop of state, action, reward, state. ReAct provides some formalization for this in their paper. Results? Google used the Palm 3 LLM in experiments with ReAct. Comparisons to standard prompting, question only, COT, and other configurations show that ReAct's performance is promising for complex reasoning tasks. Google also performed studies on the Fever dataset, which covers fact extraction, and this is a diagram here of what he's referring to. And then we have one more here, code as reasoning. I'll save this for the next video, so make sure to look out for that. I'll also have that in the description so you can go ahead and read it yourself on your own ahead of time, but I'm going to make a video about this. I'm basically just going to read off here because I'm learning with you. We're going through this process together, all right? So I hope you enjoyed the video. I definitely learned something. I appreciate you watching. If you like content like this, then I definitely recommend that you subscribe to the channel. Take a look at the tools and the resources below, as well as the pinned comment by the Affiliate Marketing Samurai. And also take a look at the artificial intelligence and automation checklist that I have right in the description. It's completely free. All you gotta do is put your name and your email address in. It'll get sent right to your inbox, and it'll help you to boost creativity and efficiency. All right. So with that said, I will see you in the next video. See you then.